A couple of minutes, we're on your side tonight with a health alert. The Mecklenburg County Health Department is tracking tuberculosis in our community. Right now, there are 32 active cases. TB is a bacterial infection that most often attacks the lungs. It's spread through coughing, sneezing, and singing. Dr. Raynard Washington is the county's health director.
How concerned are you? How concerned should the community be?
Well, I think overall the risk to our residents remains really low, but certainly we have been seeing the increasing tuberculosis activity here in Mecklenburg, and not just here, but across the state and also across the country. We are working diligently to ensure that we're identifying those cases as quickly as possible and making sure that we're responding and doing contact investigations quickly as well.
How treatable is this and what goes into it?
Yeah, TB is treatable. So we do have treatment actually as a part of our statutory responsibility. The health department is responsible for managing folks who have active TB, and so we provide treatment in our Northwest location. We are also, as a part of TB, the policies that govern TB, we also have to observe people's adherence to TB medications and ensure compliance, and so that is a whole process that we undergo. We have both virtual and in-person options for that. And so we do have treatment options. The regimen takes about 12 weeks. And then, of course, we do have folks who need long-term treatment as well.
Now, if it does go untreated, TB can be fatal in some cases. It's why that contact tracing is ongoing. In fact, testing was going on last week at South Meck High School after a person connected to the school tested positive. No cases have been found there, but more testing will be done in the days ahead. Now, statewide last year, we did see a rise in TB cases. There were 250 in all. That was a 16% increase from the year before. Symptoms of tuberculosis begin gradually and they worsen. Active TB will often present with a cough, and then it can lead that cough to include blood or mucus. You'll see chest pain, pain with breathing, fever, chills, and night sweats.
There is a vaccine, but is it really worth seeking out?
No, certainly not. So the vaccine for TB is not recommended here in the U.S., and so it's also not widely available. And that's not typically how we handle TB from a public health perspective. Given the low overall risk to the overall public, our goal is to find all cases, identify them, contact trace, and of course, isolate those individuals, and most importantly, get them into treatment.
Yeah, get them into treatment. Now, most of the cases here are in people who have traveled or have been in contact with those who have traveled. In 2023, 76% of TB cases in the U.S. were in non-U.S. born people. Doctors say it reflects the greater risk in foreign countries. It's why the U.S. government has been active in tracking and prevention programs around the world. But those programs, mostly being run in Africa and Asia, have been hampered or shut down after the Trump administration's spending cuts to USAID.
It's not just important for us to have a robust domestic strategy and a robust domestic system. We do have to be in contact with our global partners across the world. It's really important. As you know, most of the infections that have made their way to the U.S. that have been significant challenges for us have originated in other countries. And so our ability to be able to partner globally as well as partner with other countries as they're working, as my colleagues in those countries are doing their work, is critical to our ability to be able to protect our residents.
If you have concerns about TB, contact your doctor. And this is important. If you get a letter from the county health department indicating you may have been exposed, Dr. Washington says it is important that you respond to them.